Evolution, a pretty fundamental biology paper 2 topic. If you watch this video, I'll give you everything you need to know if you're doing combined. Evolution is defined as a change in the inherited characteristics of a population over time due to a process of natural selection which may lead to the formation of a new species. That theory of evolution by natural selection suggests that every single living organism developed from an original ancestor, those original beings that existed billions of years ago. So a lot of what you'll need to explain is that process of natural selection. Here's how it works. Individuals of any species show a wide range of variation. And remember that variation, the differences between those individuals, is caused by their genes. The individuals with characteristics most suited to their environment will survive. This is also known as survival of the fittest. If organisms survive, they'll reproduce, and in doing so, they'll pass on their genes for that advantageous characteristic. On the other side of that, those that aren't very well adapted to survive in their environment will die. And if they don't survive, they don't reproduce and therefore do not pass on their genes. Over many generations, this process of natural selection makes those advantageous characteristics more common. As these differences in our population are amplified, two populations will be so different from each other that they cannot interbreed to produce fertile offspring. And remember, that is the definition of what a species is. As soon as fertile offspring cannot be produced, we have two separate species. And that is how new species evolve. Make sure you're aware of the evidence that supports this theory of evolution. Firstly, we have fossils. Remember, that happens when the hard parts of organisms are buried by layers of sediment and then those hard bits are replaced by minerals to produce that rock that is a fossil. Fossils sort of provide us with a snapshot of the organisms of the past. And it's very clear to see as you go deeper through the layers of rock into the older and older organisms. The older organisms were much less complex than the more recent ones. You can also spot a gradual change in the characteristics from those fossils from the older layers coming towards the newer ones. More evidence for evolution is how antibiotic resistance develops. It's kind of like evolution, but really quick. You'll have a population of bacteria with random mutations causing differences in their DNA. Certain mutations make certain individuals more resistant to a certain antibiotic. So when an antibiotic is introduced, it will whittle down all the weak ones and allow only the survival of those fittest bacteria. So when those more resistant bacteria survive, they reproduce and give rise to this antibiotic resistant strain. I hope that was helpful. Let me know in the comments if it was. Best of luck in your exam!